Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for this little wrap-up video, all to do with my mini festive series. So over the last 2 weeks, every other day I've been releasing a new video on my YouTube channel where we're creating a little Christmassy festive gift tag. If you wanted to, I recommended that you could also extend this, make them slightly larger, take a little bit more time over it to create some Christmas cards or any other kind of festive tangling that you might like to try. And across the series of lessons, I've tried to kind of include different tangles, different techniques, and we've created a beautiful suite of little Christmassy festive tangles, which I really hope you've enjoyed. The first thing I will say is that I am also doing a free lesson on Tuesday, the 2nd of December at 8 p.m. UK time. If you are, this is in 2025, so if you're watching this in the future, unfortunately you won't be able to join, but the recording will be available for everyone after the event. So it would be lovely if you're watching before that date to sign up with the link in description. And you can join in. I'll send you the link to join me on Zoom for this free lesson for a nice festive Christmassy Zentangle lesson, which I hope you will really enjoy. It's a full-length lesson. We'll be working through a larger scale Zentangle tile and take a little bit more time over things than we have done in these mini lessons. So it'll be great to see you there. I'm going to just hop over to my desk and we will have a look at what we've created over the last couple of weeks. Here are all of our beautiful gift tags that we have drawn. So I won't talk through them in any particular order. I think the first one we did was this one, which where we used this lovely Holly Lane tangle with some nice, which was Zentangle HQ tangle in the centre here. So we had this nice border, and then we had mist around the outside. And I really like the way that this one came out. This border is really, really effective and a very pretty one to add to any festive Zentangle. The next one we did was this nice little Christmas tree, which was a really cute idea, which was inspired by a lesson I once took with Joanna Quincy. I enjoyed creating this little festive Christmas tree, and I think that the kind of the reds and the greens really go nicely together. And this little golden snow in the background is just a little finishing touch, like the icing on the cake with a lovely gold star on top. Next up we did, I think, this one, which is a star Rucus. So the tangle Arucus, which is a Zentangle HQ pattern, but adapted to feature a star. And I've obviously added some nice greens and reds and greens and golds in there to bring it into a festive feel as well. This, I think, was one of my favourite tangles that we did in this series, which is Nzeppel, the HQ tangle Nzeppel, and then adapting that, adding the tangle bonus on top to create these cute little presents. This is something that I might actually do on a bigger tile. It's quite a fun little version of that tangle, I think. We next drew this one, I believe, which was the jetties and the hollis and holly, and with a little tangle called Jingle in there, Jingles, to look like bells. And I thought that was just a kind of a cute combination of tangles to create this little festive scene. I enjoy doing jetties, and adding these kind of greens and reds to the bands in the centre is a nice way to make it particularly festive. But it already kind of reminds me of baubles when you draw it. So you can see the gold on there across the tile. Next up, I did this trickle snowflake, which is a lovely little version of the tangle that was released this year by HQ, a new tangle to the world of Zentangle. And I thought when I tangled it earlier and once it was released that it would be fun to kind of create it in a star sort of shape or a snowflake, and it really does kind of look like a snowflake. This is actually a really nice one to do in a different colourway, so maybe blues and silvers would look really cool with this one. And then finally we did this lovely little flame flower and vertigo Holly Lane combination to create this really festive little organic tag here. And so these are all of our lovely tags that we've created. I hope you've really enjoyed watching along. I have used pastel pencils here. I will quickly just show you some versions I did of these in aquarelle pencils. So here you can see how they are very slightly different in terms of colour, but you can see that it also kind of works nicely with a different colourway. Here's the last one here. And then finally, I will quickly show you my sketchbook where I use some alcohol markers. So you can see here the Starucus with a red and with the yellow and orange version, and obviously here the trickle star with some some blues as well as the gold, but silver would look equally nice. I think the other one's on the other side of the page. So I thought that that might be helpful just to show you some other alternatives of using different materials before we wrap up the video. I'm so grateful for all of you watching along with this little series. If you found it helpful and you've enjoyed watching, I would be super grateful if you would drop by me a virtual coffee just to say thank you. There's a link in the description to do so. And that would be really, really appreciated. I do love to provide these free videos and content for you, and doing a little donation would just help to support me doing this in the future for you as well. If you would like to find out more about Ivy's Corner, then please head over to ivys-corner.com, where you find out all about me, Becky, and my business Ivy's Corner, where I teach the Zentangle method. I have some free lessons. If you're new to Zentangle, I have a free introduction lesson. I also have a free intermediate lesson, as well as some paid for courses, a beginner's course, a next steps course, and a couple of other things on there as well for you. I also run the Ivy's Corner membership, which is a regular membership where we meet twice a month to tangle together live, and all the recordings are saved in our beautiful community where we share ideas and we share our tiles as well. We also do fortnightly prompts where I provide suggestions of tangling. So rather than trying to fit in a live lesson every week, it's still an opportunity to tangle and to take your ideas from a starting point and see how everyone adapts with those ideas differently. I blog regularly. I send blogs out onto my website every week, and I send a newsletter out to my subscribers. The link for that is down in the description also. Lots of links for you to look at. So do feel free to subscribe to my mailing list if you would like to find out more about things that are going on in the Ivy's Corner world. Regularly, I will send little newsletters every week to keep you updated with what I'm up to and what's new in the world of Zentangle. Don't forget, the live lesson is happening on Tuesday the 2nd of December. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. I'll be back in January for a Fragment of Your Imagination challenge. I'm also hoping to follow along with Project Pack 28, which is going to be happening in a little bit later in December. But for now, it's goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.